I did bust my I did. Now, how I ended up slipping and sliding on ice in front of hundreds of strangers, I don't know about that.
See you bossing up, you ain't letting up. Gone and brag, you don't bow for no one. Stress for no, she never let you.
All right, now don't get it twisted. Your girl is not new to this. She true to this. Okay, I've been dating myself for some years now, and it's a lifestyle for me. I've learned that solo dating is a way that I get to enjoy my own company. There was some time where I used to run away from my own company, and if you're doing that, stop it. Okay, just so much beauty, growth, self-discovery that takes place in solo dating. So that's why I don't care if I'm single, taken, married, whatever, I'm going to always date myself. That being said, with me taking myself out over the years, I've started to notice recently that every time you take yourself on a date, it revolves around a plate. Like I had to, call myself out real quick. And don't get me wrong, like food definitely is a way that I express myself. I like to try new things. I like to eat things that remind me of my childhood. I like fine dining. I definitely started taking myself to elevated places and things like that. But the more and more I started to grow, I started to realize that I want to challenge myself to do more active dates. I wanted to take myself to do more activities and move my body and things like that. I started to realize that that's something that I want recently. We can go eat and stuff afterwards. Don't get me wrong, okay? But I also wanted to just do something and learn more about myself on another level, okay? Like, I looked at myself one day, I said, I'm feeling you, you feeling me, and it's time that we take it to another level. Like, let's get to know each other in a different way. I was scrolling on Posh one day because this week I wanted to find something cost sufficient to do, something that wasn't so pricey. And Posh is an app where you can find things in your area to do, and it also gives you an option to find things, in your price range or free. So I found ice skating. They were having like this ice skating event this night that was free. I did end up having to pay for like skate rentals and things like that, but ultimately to get in and stuff was free. So just keep that in mind, y'all, if you do end up, trying the app out. But anyway, so I ended up deciding that I was going to go ice skating, and it's just so crazy because the moment that I decided that I wanted to go, that's when my brain started thinking all kinds of stuff like, what if you look silly? What if you feel awkward? What if you fall? And I'm not gonna lie, I did bust my I did, but I got back up. Okay, we fall down, but we get up. Okay, so everything that I thought could, possibly go wrong or make me feel, awkward or silly did. It did happen. Whatever I was thinking did happen to some degree, but I also ended up having a blast. Like the fact that I even for 1 second thought about not going makes me feel so silly knowing the time that I ended up having. I started out ice skating with the little skating aid. There's like these little $6 aids that you rent out on the ice, and you just look like you have a little walker at first. So I started out with that, and when I tell y'all, in my mind I'm just thinking like, oh my gosh, like I look so crazy, like I can't believe I'm doing this. But I also looked around and realized, like, other people are doing that. And that's another thing that you have to learn and that I had to learn. Keep your eyes on your own paper, literally and figuratively. Okay. Like, do you have a good time? We're here for you. And that's the beauty about solo dating. Like, it's all about you. How do you feel? What do you want? Why are you here? Okay. So that's what I had to remind myself. Like, this is your show. You having a good time. And that's all it's about. I did end up meeting some dope people. They just came up to me and they were talking to me and they ended up coaching me and supporting me through. And before I knew it, I didn't even need the skater aid anymore. Like I was, scooting around on the ice by myself. Like you couldn't tell me nothing. I definitely will insert some clips, but I was having a ball. Like by the end of the night, I was having a ball and I learned so much about myself. I learned how I have so much more bravery and confidence than I give myself credit for. I'm so much more resilient than I give myself credit for. When I fell, I was just like, oh my gosh. And I did hear somebody in the background was like, "Oh my God, can she get up?" And I'm like, dang, well, did it look that bad when I fell? Did it look that bad? Now, I will admit, I probably was running off of adrenaline because I still don't even know how I got up on ice skates. Like, I actually stood myself back up and just went back to skating. And at this time, I did not have my skater aid anymore. So I don't know how I did that, but your girl did it. Okay. I got up and I kept it moving. Me falling and getting up made me realize that the things and the lies and the noise in your head is just that, lies and noise, because 9 times out of 10 those things aren't going to happen, and if they do, it's not as bad as you envisioned it. The next time I plan an activity for myself like that, I'm definitely going to be less hesitant. I'm definitely going to drown out the noise, depending on what it is. Like, we as human, we get nervous when it comes to trying new things, but that's what it's all about. Okay, that's what life is all about. We don't want to be at the end of this thing saying we wish we did this, we wish we did that, or we wish we hadn't waited on this person or that person to live our life. Okay, and to love ourselves right. Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. So yeah, I encourage you to take yourself out and push yourself to do things that is going to take you out of your comfort zone, take you into different spaces, have you learning new things, have you trying new things and learning what you like, what you don't like. You might even find that you don't like doing something that you used to like. Go ahead on some adventures. It doesn't have to be anything spectacular or luxurious. It can literally be a bookstore or eating some fruit in front of the TV at home, as long as you are loving on you, okay? As long as you are romanticizing your own company. And you might find out that you're your own favorite company. I know that I am. I've started to find myself turning actual dates and friend dates down because I just want to hang out with myself. And I've never in a million years thought that I would be doing that. So that's definitely major growth and self love on my part, and I love that for me. Anyway, so that's it for this video. I didn't want nothing much. I just wanted to come on and brag about this fine little thing that I took out. No, but seriously, thank you so much if you made it this far. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you are a fellow solo date diva, all right? Because solo dating is a lifestyle over here, all right? Please remember, it's not a trend or just something to do. It's about genuinely loving on you. Okay. All right. I will see y'all in my next one. Thank you. Bye.